It's NBA act. The Los Angeles Lakers control the tap. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. A three-point play, and with that, they go up by 3. Smith into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Batum. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Smith shot, no good. To James. Fires the 3. His first effort, off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis. He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. To James. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Smith now into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Nick Batum. And stuffs it home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Rozier into the front court. They trail by 7. To Batum. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Has a chance. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And the slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Got a piece. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Batum. Oh, he blocked it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Hornets recover. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Davis. And the finish. Slam dunk.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Rozier with it. Trailing by 11. Blocked away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Davis to James. Slam dunk. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Batum. Anthony Davis with the block. LBJ has it. Big finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions.
Hey, watch this screen left.
He got a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Across the timeline comes James. His guy's up by 15. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Here comes the screen. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Lakers ball. James looking for his man. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Time for some new personnel into the game. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Throws it up. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Rozier into the front court. His guys down big. To Nick Batum. To Rozier. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout,
Stuffs it down with authority.
this offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Batum. To Rozier. Not that time. To James. Has a look. LeBron shot off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans or they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Here comes the screen. Rozier, shot no good. To James. Turns and slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
To Batum.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Rozier shot no good. To James. LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Beasley. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
To Beasley. And a finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's James controlling the offense.
Right.
Curling inside.
Hey, good contest.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Block up. Here you come.
To Beasley. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. New blood coming in for both sides. Beasley. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Knocked loose. Hornets come up with it. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Lays it up and in.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
I got this now. Let's go.
To Beasley.
Pick coming left.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
And count the basket.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
LBJ
Who gonna do this?
to the rim. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Changes coming from both sides right now. The drive right to the basket.
Coming off.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between 2 players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
To Beasley. Can't connect from inside.
Hey, lock up.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
I'm here. I got ball.
It's good. That's the guy you want to leave open. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Charlotte basketball.
I got ball. It's all me.
Lakers have it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Whoa, what a finish. Rondo looking to make something happen. To James.
Cut.
Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Push it.
From the painted area. Won't go down. To James. Danny Green. Short jumper won't fall. Into the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. Batum. Has a chance. Can't connect. The follow won't go either. To James. Danny Green. Shot from the lane won't go. Here's a chance from long range. It's Rondo with the rebound. To Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Rondo off the mark. Charlotte with the basketball.
Match up, match up, match up.
Sizing up the defense. To Nick Batum. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Batum. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To James. And it's going the other way. 5-second count. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Beasley. And the Lakers clear. To Kyle Kuzma. To James.
Watch the pick. You see it. You see it.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Rondo. Missed it. DeMarcus Cousins. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Batum against Cousins. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Hornets right now in possession. To Beasley. Gets a shot up off the mark. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. To Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 2 for 2 now.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Hornets have the basketball.
Get down. Half court. Here it come.
Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Hey, switch. I got him.
Down low to Cousins. Back was to the basket. 5 seconds. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Subbing in for the Charlotte Hornets, number 3, Terry Rozier.
That's out.
Substitutions, Charlotte. Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 2.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't. Great dish to set it up. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
He's coming. Can you stand?
Good boy.
Won't go.
Hey, I got ball. I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
Shot won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Rozier with it. His guys down big. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Oh man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And throws it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Billy Hernangomez trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. There's the toss. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Ah, Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
You know better than that.
Layup goes down. Well done.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
My ball.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Count the basket inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Cashes in for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Got a piece of it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lakers at the controls right now. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Billy Hernangomez at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far.
Next one going in.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. To Bradley. Lets it fly from long range. And Avery Bradley still gets it to go down after a good closeout.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
The pass set it all up.
Guard somebody. Good shot.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Hornets at the controls of this one.
I got ball. I'm here.
Here comes the screen. Rozier shot no good. Long key from 3/4 court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Lakers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Hornets have got themselves in.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Charlotte basketball. To Batum. probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Batum to Rozier.
Right.
5 on the shot clock. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To James.
Screen's coming. Here it is.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Looking to make something happen. Curling inside. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Trying to cash in. Rondo's shot won't go down. To Rozier.
I got ball.
Shot.
Smith with a shot. It won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Add 2 points to the board. Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach, as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
I got ball. Pick coming left.
To Rozier. Can't connect.
Make that. All the pressure, good trip.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Short jumper stays out. To Davis. It's a big finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Has a look. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. And that's a backcourt violation. James. Knocked loose. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And counted at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
I got him. Here we go.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. James sets him up. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on a swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
To Nick Batum. Here comes the screen. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. To Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And count the basket inside.
Shot, bro.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Rozier. Oh, he had it. Rondo into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Ah, the monster stuff.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Batum. Rozier. Can't connect. Los Angeles, they have it to Davis.
Get the ball, get the ball.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Here comes the screen.
Come on, show me
Off
something
the
better
mark.
than that, baby.
He
Game
loves
time.
the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
In the first half, he was really finding that flow athletically, making tough shots. Now, utilize the sets. Maybe come off that curl a little bit tighter. Read your defender. Make the necessary reads to be an efficient player.
Here comes the screen. Great feed. Sets it up. Oh, big finish at the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Rozier into the front court. Down a bundle. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Los Angeles has the basketball. That's rebounded by the Hornets. Rozier with it. He'll run the offense.
Me and you.
Anthony Davis swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Has a chance. No good. Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys down big. Here comes the screen.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
The drive right to the basket.
Rebound.
And the Lakers with the rebound. To Danny Green. Ah, rocking the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Charlotte with the basketball.
That's your house.
Nice swat that time.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Here comes the screen.
Hey, double screen.
Batum. And he'll head to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Cody Zeller, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second, 0 for 2. It's Cook with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Now a timeout from the Hornets coach as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Let's go. Let's play deep, play deep, play deep. Here we go. Here we go.
Rozier. The shot almost to James. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Hornets right now in possession. To Nick Batum. Screen coming. Batum. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Beasley goes to the left side. Batum. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. To Cousins. Oh, emphatic slam.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
Block up, block up. Here you come.
Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Hornets have the basketball. Lakers come up with it.
Oh, nothing easy, nothing easy.
And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Quinn Cook has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
To Beasley. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Billy Hernangomez at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleans it up. To Davis. Bradley. And he's going to the free throw line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Avery Bradley is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 77% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second to 3, got it. Hornets at the controls of this one. And a nice finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Bradley to Davis. Anthony Davis. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5. For the field.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
Whoa.
Beyond the arc for three. Can't get the bounce. To Bradley from long range. And Avery Bradley, good there on the quick release.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Lakers ball.
I got him.
For three. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Cutter, I got yours.
What's the back door? I got your back shot. What's the back door?
And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Oh, that's how it's done.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
What the hell?
Here comes the screen. And he's going
But
to
not
the
be on
line
me.
to
Oh,
shoot.
I was
Just
about to
because
say.
a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And hits the first free throw.
Man. I got 5 fucking fouls. I can't really do nothing.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2.
Of course. I'm not even running up the court yet. And one.
And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis. And a chance at 3.
So many
What up
times
to the
we get
two
on the
viewers?
defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Oh, what?
Off the
Ew.
mark on his free throw.
What the fuck was that?
I'm here. I got ball.
Yeah, my post. Baby.
Missed a wide open look.
Full.
There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth.
I need to get one more offensive rebound. Well, LeBron, you didn't have to fucking drive.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Nice pass to set things up. And a throwdown.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably
just
break
hit
a
somebody
finger.
with open
But if you
hand.
hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's
Squad
5
a fucking
fingers
slap.
working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
LBJ with it. To Kyle Kuzma. Rondo. Not going down here. To James. Cody Zeller.
All right.
Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
I got him. Let's go.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Wide open
Bravo,
look,
man.
won't go.
My assist.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Here's Rondo with it. His guys hold a commanding lead.
Throw
Throws it
that.
down, the alley-oop pass.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Here comes the screen. It was right there. That's going to be out of bounds.
Nobody seen that. Boom.
To Rozier. Fires the three. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. To Kyle Kuzma. 4-3. Not getting the bounce.
I'm surprised he didn't
To
take it.
Rozier. Here comes the screen. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Going to launch beyond the arc. Stuffs
Well,
it
yeah,
down
that's
with
going all the
authority.
way.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Charlotte basketball.
I got something for him.
To Beasley.
Shot, back out.
Able to convert inside.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a
Again,
good memory
really?
shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Five to shoot. Fires the three. Not that time. He misses. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
But he's already done with that game?
To Rozier.
Well, I
Here
do
comes the
play
screen.
12 minute quarters. Well, you're not making that
Missed
over
it.
there.
How'd that not go down? Rondo with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
It's James controlling the offense.
Trap this, come on, we gotta go.
That is great vision to set it up. Short jumper misses.
Oh, yeah, that's light work. That's light work.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Gets to the basket and scores. A shot at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew.
What up?
Ahmed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the
Just
NBA
finished the
on
league, one of the
EA
league
Sports.
games.
Okay, for some odd reason this damn thumbnail's not going through, so I might have to wait a minute.
In a blowout. You ask me,
Fuck's sakes.
and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group. And that's what happened. Here are the top plays from the game.
Bro, my grade scoring average was 1,000 something points.
Number 2.
This nigga ass got a triple-double. Triple-double off of points, assists, and steals. I'm getting off. I don't even want to play a game no more.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game.
I cannot believe
No
what
one
I just
else
witnessed.
made as big of an impact. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
I scored 81 points, 8 rebounds, 32. Hold on, I gotta go back and read that. Damn. "81 points, 8 assists, 32 rebounds, 6 steals, and 13 blocks."
Tough.
So I got a triple-double.
Today is triple-double day. Everybody getting fucking triple-doubles.
Well, that's normal when I play the league. Now, I wish. I might not. I don't know. Yeah, I will. No, I don't. I don't know. Maybe.
Man, motherfuckers all in my goddamn snacks and shit.
I'm trying to get my guy to 99 real quick. I said it. I wish he's ready for threes. Yeah, threes live event.
You know you lying.
Shut up. I know there's one that is probably 4 or 3. So 4 is my dunks.
Alright, I got some money, and I want to see what's in the store.
Bro, Double or Nothing is a pay-per-view, or it's like a pay-per-view that you gotta pay on a different channel?
I guess. I don't know.
Get a double. That's what it says.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, God. Do I need to leave the party again?
Somebody said to get on. Let me see. Well, I guess it's done for this stream.